Well, it's always a problem to find an interesting midweek meal. The Danish bacon joint was extremely nice. I did the country-style boiled bacon, and it was very simple to cook. Well, they liked it so much they wanted more. I think it's extremely good value, no wastage whatsoever. There was plenty left over for cold suppers and sandwiches. That's why I often buy a Danish bacon joint.
Like Mrs. Nichols, you can afford a tender collar joint midweek, and good bacon has Danish written all over it.
Feeding my lot is a challenge, I can tell you. But I've got them eating out of my hand with Danish bacon. Feeding my lot is a challenge, I can... Feeding my lot is a challenge, I can tell you. But I've got them eating out of my hand with Danish bacon. First, I tempt them with that special Danish aroma, and then I give it to them.
Yummy, 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 I got...
Danish middle cut, tender back and tasty streaky in one rasher. The big taste never lets you down. Dependable Danish bacon.
Take a stack of Danish middle-cut rashers and peel off a meal any time of day. Quick start breakfasts. Set you up lunches. Tea for hungry hunters. Take a stack of Danish middle-cut rashers and peel off a meal any time of day. Quick start breakfasts. Set you up lunches. Tea for hungry hunters. Suppers to come home to. And late-night finals. Danish middle-cut rashers anytime. The big taste food of today.
Danish bacon. Danish bacon, the big taste comes up fresh every time.
Kept cool, kept fresh all the way, speeded direct to you in refrigerated vans. Danish bacon, the big taste they always enjoy.
Danish bacon, the big taste comes up fresh every time.
can't get out to the shops, and there are people... Don't fret. Plum Rose make bacon grill for just that situation. When you're a... Well, she was just outside. You pull out and get games or mouth. Therefore, you must not be foreign. I should have tried to thank you. When you can't get out to the shops, and there are people coming in, don't fret. Plum Rose make bacon grill for just that situation. When you have Plum Rose in the cupboard, you're ready for anything.
Turkeys are scandalously cheap this Easter. And they're... A delicious roast any weekend. Juicy and tender and meaty. People love eating turkey. Big or small, a turkey's a real meaty bargain. Turkeys are scandalously cheap this Easter. And they make a delicious roast any weekend. Juicy and tender and meaty. People love eating turkey. Big or small, a turkey's a real meaty bargain.
It's Bird's Eye's Big Savings Roundup. You get threepence off the large steaklets and beef burgers. Tuppence off the... Laat was never. Zeg up, niet naar stel gets dan. Laat was never. Denk we. Maar naar geweest gips ja, snap. It's Bird's Eye's Big Savings Roundup. You get threepence off the large steaklets and beef burgers. Tuppence off the small sizes. Round up your share of these big beefy savings today.
Now for real country eating, a new meal to make 'em smile. Savoury Bird's Eye rissoles, they're made country style.
Enjoy new Bird's Eye rissoles, made to a special country-style recipe. For a spicy, savory farmhouse flavor, 2 big rissoles, just 1 and 5.
Savoury Bird's Eye rissoles, they're made country style.
Something thoroughly old-fashioned has happened to meat pies. Cotswold meat pies. Lavish with meat and light golden pastry. It's a long, long time since you could taste a pie quite like a Cotswold, baked by Brazils, to put back what the years have taken out. Try one and taste what you've been missing. 40 years ago, the Brazil brothers ran a family butcher's. About meat, they knew everything, just like their mother knew all about pastry. So when they made meat pies, they had a name for being the meatiest, lightest baked meat pies in the country. And today at Brazil's, nothing much has changed. Except that we make rather more of them.
Look, it's pudding-shaped. New Fray Bentos steak and kidney pudding. Light and golden outside with lean steak and tender. Look, it's pudding-shaped. New Fray Bentos steak and kidney pudding. Light and golden outside with lean steak and tender kidney inside. You can tell New Fray Bentos is real steak and kidney pudding. It's real pudding-shaped.
Home of Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. So succulent and satisfying because they're country-made from tender Wiltshire pork. Prime pork, and plenty of it. Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. Country-made from prime Wiltshire pork. Bowyer's. Fresh every day.
Long before dawn. While you and I sleep, Percy Rawlings leaves Trowbridge in Wiltshire. Driving through the night, he makes sure you get Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. Long before dawn, while you and I sleep, Percy Rawlings leaves Trowbridge in Wiltshire. Driving through the night, he makes sure you get Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages, so fresh you can taste their country-made with prime pork. That's what's so special about Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. They're so fresh you can taste their country-made with prime pork. Bowyer's.
Home of Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. so succulent and satisfying because home of Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. So succulent and satisfying because they're country-made from tender Wiltshire pork, prime pork, and plenty of it. Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages, country-made from prime Wiltshire pork. Bowyer's, fresh every day.
Arthur White's up early. Has to be. Bowyer's deliver early. To Arthur White's up early. Has to be. Bowyer's deliver early to make sure you get Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages fresh. So fresh, you can taste their country-made with prime pork. That's what's so special about Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. They're so fresh you can taste their country-made with prime pork. Bowyer's.
In 1786, Mr. Wall made his first steak and kidney pie. 50 years later, he moved to Jermyn Street. It's an emergency room here, ja, met surfs in hem wall with some skissie and a nine in the rest. In 1786, Mr. Wall made his first steak and kidney pie. 50 years later, he moved to Jermyn Street. And over the years, his pies became famous for lean beef, juicy kidney, light, flaky pastry, and appetizing gravy. Today, his shop is still there. His pies are just as tasty, but now we seal in the flavor. You're bound to make some improvements in 180 years.
First choice among housewives, Wall's pork sausages. Made with prime English pork, of course, but to the tastiest recipe yet. Wall's tried out dozens of recipes. 3 were chosen as specially tasty. It's it, chefs, and so we here. The servers inside right now, so. Now you serve it to the top. So, the cough chilling him out of the game. It's a scope so low. It's me off saying I'm a self serve. First choice among housewives, Wall's pork sausages. Made with prime English pork, of course, but to the tastiest recipe yet. Walls tried out dozens of recipes. 3 were chosen as specially tasty. Then, in a series of tasting tests, housewives made their first choice. The result? They chose recipe 27. It'll be your first choice, too. Wall's first choice pork sausages taste much tastier.
Who does make Wall's pork sausages first choice? The gentleman down at Wall's? No. They select the choice homebred pork for Wall's first choice pork sausages. But it's you, the housewife, who picked the recipe in a whole series of tasting tests. And you certainly picked a winner. Wall's first choice pork. What's your surf so? And I was getting this doing that. Saying it's yes, but there is so, and it was never get with out, so how do we it up? So just I spoke to your surf so with oh, there was your LSN. And so then I'd never mentioned your surf, so just I spoke so, games I'd go. Who does make Wall's pork sausages first choice? The gentleman down at Wall's? No. They select the choice homebred pork for Wall's first choice pork sausages. But it's you, the housewife, who picked the recipe in a whole series of tasting tests. And you certainly picked a winner. Wall's first choice pork sausages are now eaten by more people than the next 5 makes together. Enjoy Wall's pork sausages. They'll be your first choice, too.
Because Mother Nature didn't create a package as neat as this to keep bacon fresh, Wall's had to. Wall's bacon is choice bacon, and each share from the get meat says it in the half the day from the stand and I'm sorry. Because Mother Nature didn't create a package as neat as this to keep bacon fresh, Wall's had to. Wall's bacon is choice bacon, and each slice is cured individually, so it's got a flavor that's worth a little extra trouble to protect. You could say the Wall's pack protects like Mother Nature herself would. Maybe better.
Wonderful, wonderful old oak ham, wonderful lean, lean ham, with a delicious flavor, old oak ham. That would walk the beer, the shilling, that wonderful, wonderful old oak ham, wonderful lean, lean ham, with a delicious flavor, old oak ham.
Senator salmon, eh? Never miss a bargain, do you, Mrs. Wood?
Well, my family does love tinned salmon, but can its price really be right?
Yes, that's right. Senator Coho Salmon gives you all the quality of a red salmon at about a shilling less. Senator's wonderful value for money, and taste the quality. You'll see their eyes sparkle when you give them Senator Salmon. Next time you're shopping, treat your family to Senator Salmon. Senator quality salmon at about a shilling less. New from John West. Nice not ruin. Selling illustrious habitat no masses the locust.
With sunshine Maroc oranges, with the marvelous thin skin, which means much more orange. Maroc means more flavor, sweet and juicy. Maroc. More orange. More flavor. That's Maroc.
Ha ha ha, he. Buttery potatoes just right for me.
Oh, that was just beautiful. Now really give it some.
McDougall's buttery instant mashed potatoes.
Oh, keep at it, lad.
The only instant mashed potato with milk and butter already added.
Great. Now for your big finish.
It's the butter that makes them butter.
It's the butter that makes them better, you fool.
Yes, it's the butter that makes them better, you fool.
Oh.
I say. I say, Carol, have you seen one of these before?
What on earth is it?
It's a potato.
What's a potato?
It's what people used to make mash with in the days before Cadbury Smash. You have to peel it, cook it, then mash it.
Shall we try it? It's pretty good. But personally, I prefer the real thing.
For mash, get smash.
Every once in a while, George Patterson buys Mary Patterson a special kind of present. It's George's way of saying thank you for Mary's home cooking. He loves it. Loves the flavor of onions and herbs in Paxo stuffing. What a difference Paxo makes. Paxo, it's a gift to home cooking. Every once in a while, George Patterson buys Mary Patterson a special kind of present. It's George's way of saying thank you for Mary's home cooking. He loves it. Loves the flavor of onions and herbs in Paxo stuffing. What a difference Paxo makes. Paxo, it's a gift to home cooking.
Freshness is the prime ingredient of Dring's new family pork sausages. Sausages that don't disappear in the pan, but stay plump, tender, tasty, juicy. Ah, real meaty pork sausages. Fresh from Dring's, the meat of a meal.
Western-style sausages. A new kind of pork sausages from Harris. Harris Western-style sausages with a new kind of flavor. A friendly campfire flavor.
New Harris Western-style pork sausages with real campfire flavor. Try them soon.
Wow, do our delivery men slave. Like George, up at dawn, belting along. Wow, do our delivery men slave. Like George, up at dawn, belting along the road. He goes mad, rushing Bowyer's sausages to you, fast to taste fresh. So fresh you really enjoy the prime Wiltshire pork. Quite berserk, George goes, making sure Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages are the freshest. If you see George dawdling, he's finished his round. Oh, that last pack's his. It's tough on Joe. Got caught for speeding today.
We've had to reprimand him too. We know we insist Bowyer's sausages are delivered fast to taste fresh. So fresh you really enjoy the prime Wiltshire pork. But tomorrow you'll have to get your Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages just a few minutes later. Mind you, they're still the freshest sausages. As far as Joe's concerned, sometimes a little too fresh.
Take your mind off, Winter, with the Bring Home the Danish Bacon Joint contest. £30,000 worth of prizes. First, a £7,500 fully furnished home. Other star prizes, superb Danish furniture worth thousands. Food-filled refrigerators. Holidays in lively Denmark. Over 200 prizes. Details where you buy your Danish bacon joint in your newspapers and television weeklies. So bring home the Danish, Mother. There's £30,000 to be won.
Thank you. Good morning. Ooh, what do you get the bacon joint for? For Fred's Sunday dinner. What, bacon on a Sunday? Yes, gonna roast it. Roast bacon? Danish. Oh? Yes, Mark cured. Oh, that's nice. See, he gave me a recipe. Danish bacon spring fare. Oh. See? I'm gonna do a May roast. May roast? Oh, lovely. It's gonna cost you a bit, though, isn't it? No, it's cheaper than usual. Go on. Not like real meat, though, is it? Oh, you are. A Danish is real meat. And a very nice change, too, Fred says. Oh. How is Fred?
Oh, this bacon's nice.
Fred's idea. Yes.
Bacon's nice.
Fred's idea, you know. Get a bacon joint, he said, in case we go in the car to the country Sunday.
Oh, yes.
So we roasted it yesterday.
Roast bacon.
Danish.
Oh.
Mr. Wyatt has all these leaflets in his shop, see? Danish bacon spring fare.
Does he?
Have a recipe, he said. Cook yourself a Danish June weekender.
Oh, whatever's that?
Oh, you're eating it.
Oh, very nice.
Danish.
Bet it cost you a bit?
No, cheaper than the usual.
Really? Oh, Fred's with it, you know.
Wonder what's happened to him.
Get Danish bacon for your weekend joint.
Mrs. If in doubt, throw Mrs. If in doubt, throw it out Partridge works for SPC. She's the fussiest woman in Australia. Mind you, she costs us a fortune. But what's wrong with that, for Pete's sake? Next time you choose a can of fruit, remember this. SPC's Mrs. Partridge and her bee... Mrs. If in doubt, throw it out Partridge works for SPC. She's the fussiest woman in Australia. Mind you, she costs us a fortune. What's wrong with that, for Pete's sake? Next time you choose a can of fruit, remember this. SPC's Mrs. Partridge and her beady Australian eye are on your side. Remember, Mrs. Partridge, and make up your mind to get SPC. This man is fired by a burning ambition. This man is fired by a burning ambition. In Shepparton, Australia, we call him Mr. I'll get more and if it kills me, Mackenzie. He just won't believe there's a limit to what that can will hold. Next time you're choosing canned fruit, remember Mr. Mackenzie. He may have an obsession, but it's one you'll be glad of. Remember, Mr. Mackenzie, and make up your mind to get SPC.
Luscious grapes are kissed by the sun until they're raisins. Taste surprising raisins.
See the good things you can fix with raisins.
See this good breakfast idea, a sauce for pancakes. Just heat half a cup of syrup, half a cup of raisins, and a little butter. Raisins add a taste surprise and an extra touch of energy to a pancake breakfast. Why not try some on pancakes tomorrow?
See the good things you can fix with raisins.
Now we're fixing coleslaw a quick new way. We're adding nice juicy raisins that are extra plump because we've put hot water on them. Raisins make coleslaw into a brand new salad. And another way to enjoy raisins is in raisin bread. Wonderful for toast or sandwiches.
See the good things you can fix with raisins.
When you haven't much time to eat, unzip a banana. When you fancy a fruity treat, unzip a banana.
Wherever you are, when you want a snack,
Unzip a banana.
I've always been a sandwich man myself. Now I'm on the fruit game. These Cape grapes are big and juicy. They burst in your mouth. And there's millions of them in the shops now. That's how I got this job in advertising. Luscious, juicy Cape grapes, I love them. Do you know something? Cape grapes for afters instead of stodgy puddings keep me live, lean, a magnet to women. Not while I'm eating, Don. What a windfall. Lots of lovely apples. What twit left these lying around?
You want Cape apples, you buy them in the shop, Lord.
what a windfall. Lots of lovely apples. What twit left these lying around?
You want Cape apples, you buy them in the shop like normal people.
You heard what the man said. Cape apples, eh?
Green Giant brand kitchen sliced green beans. New, different, sliced at a slant to make them extra tender, extra tasty, and quick canned and quick cooked, all in record time. Green Giant brand kitchen sliced green beans, plump green beauties, full of delicious natural goodness for all the family to enjoy. The nicest beans you ever tasted. So remember the name, Green Giant brand kitchen sliced green beans.
Peas. On the command, change labels, you will change. Shivers peas. On the command, change labels, you will change labels. Shivers peas. Change. Wait for it. Labels. And you are. Change labels. That's better. For inspection, open lids. You'll observe that although Chivers fresh garden peas have changed labels, they have not changed peas. They are just as tender, just as perfect, just as garden fresh. Close lids. Choose Chivers.
Sweet little peas from pods are we, sweet and tender, sweet and tender, sweet little peas.
Sweet little peas.
Sweet little peas from pods are we, sweet and tender, sweet and tender, sweet little peas.
Sweet little peas. Yuck! Sweet little peas. So it's sweetness that gets them into the bird's eye pack.
Sweet old pea from the sticks am I, sweet old...
You had the right idea, Captain Ball, but a pea your size just can't be sweet enough for bird's eye. You see, bird's eye peas are chosen smaller to taste even sweeter.
Here's tempting value. Bird's eye green beans now in handy packs. You cut, you pour, you cook, you store. Get bird's eye green beans now in handy packs at attractive prices.
These are Findus peas. We pick the seed and the field, the time to plant, and the time to harvest. And even then, we pick the peas again to make sure they're sweet and tender. Only just over half the peas Findus grow go into the packet you buy. You see, we want a lot more of you to try Findus peas. So we make sure they're very good peas indeed. And you can taste the difference.
Open a can of Bachelors, Britain's most popular processed peas.
Bachelors processed peas have always been Britain's favourite. Now they're better than ever. They've got a fuller flavour and a better taste. It's on the can.
Open a can of Bachelors, Britain's most popular processed peas.
Now better than ever.
How is it?
Oh, lovely.
How is it?
Oh, lovely.
How's the potato?
The potato? Fine.
Really perfect mashed potato never causes lots of excitement. New smash from Cadbury's. Perfect mashed potato in seconds. In the last few months, thousands of people have enjoyed new Cadbury's Smash. In the last few months, thousands of people have enjoyed new Cadbury's Smash. But many of them will never be able to tell you so. All they tasted was perfect mashed potatoes. New Smash from Cadbury's. Perfect mashed potatoes in seconds. Have you tried it yet? No? Are you sure?